I bet if you look deep in your wardrobe, you'd be able to find something in there that you don't wear anymore or you wish you were able to wear. And I've got something like that. I've been digging through the wardrobe while I've had all this free time on my hands, and I found a pair of jeans that I wish I could wear. These are from the Flathead. They are the 3002 model. And I bought these way back in 2015 or 16. Bought them too big. I was in Japan. It was a last minute purchase in their Daikiyama store from the Flathead. And yeah, I made a mistake. I shouldn't have bought them. But I brought them back to London. Tried to get them altered. They didn't really, they fit. They're just too big and bulky. Lovely, lovely pair of denim that you can still buy today. So let's take a look at the features. Let's take a look at the minimal fade, because there's only been minimal wear on these, and we'll go from there. Right guys, here they are. As I said, these are my Flathead jeans, 3002 model number. I bought these way back in 2016, 15, can't really remember. It was, as I said at the beginning, it was one of the last days I had in Tokyo. I went to their store, I think it's in Daikiyama, I could be wrong. I tried them on, and I wanted a pair of Flathead jeans. They didn't have many in stock in my size. They had a few with a zip fly, and I wasn't into that, so you know, they're one of the only pairs that they had with a button fly was this pair, and I was told they would shrink. And to be fair, even if you buy them today, they, you know, the advertisers, they'll shrink 1.5 inches in the waist and up to 3 inches in length. And I just didn't find that, or either that, or I just bought the wrong size. I think I was rushed. So they just haven't really fit me from the start. I think I had them tailored a little bit to try and make them fit, but when they're too big, they're too big. You can't really do anything about it. So you'll see, because of that, I've never really worn them. They've just been pushed to the back of the closet, back of the wardrobe, and never worn. So I pulled them out this weekend because I thought they're worth showing you guys, because you can still buy these jeans. Rivet and Hide still have them. They're still in stock at various other places. Also Selvedge have them as well. And they are just a nicely fading jeans. And what I mean by that is, you can tell I've never really worn them. Look at the leather patch. This is a goatskin leather patch. If I'd worn these jeans a lot, that would be faded, that would be worn in. That looks brand new to me. I don't know about you guys, but it looks really, really good. But then you look at the rest of the jeans, and you can see straight away there's fades all around here. Here, the vertical fade. I mean, Flathead are known for their vertical, you know, fading Selvedge denim, and you can see the vertical weave there as well. It's just, you know, if I worn these a lot more, that the fade would start to be incredible. But let's go through the features. For what I know about the features, I didn't really know too much about these, to be honest. The first thing you know is Flathead have their very unique back pocket stitching. Now, interestingly enough, looking these jeans up today, they've got a different stitch along the back, and they've had a few iterations over the years of different kind of variation upon this. Two things. This kind of stitching design is not the same one anymore. I think they have a little bit of a curl here, and also this is filled in with this pair with blue or indigo. That feels like suede. It's really, really soft. I think it is suede, and you can see there it's coming up a bit, but you can't find these with suede here. So that is a unique pair, and maybe that's because I bought them from the Flathead flagship store in Tokyo. I don't know. But the ones I see on Rivet and Hide, for instance, just have the normal stitching, nothing filled in. Or it could be something from the time period, who knows. Let's go into it. So you've got some lovely stitching around the sides of the pocket there. It's like a yellow cotton stitch, and it's almost orange, to be honest. I have worn these a tiny bit, not much at all. Honestly, a handful of times, but straight away you see some fade along the top of the pockets here, and then fade. This is the crotch area as well, and then even though I have worn a belt, no belt, you know, stuff here on the patch, but you can see some starts to get some fading there along the belt. If we open them up to the back, do it like that, you'll see straight away, look, they're almost brand new. They're just looking so good. I wish they fit me. I'd love to wear them now. You can see straight away in the crotch area, the back area here, you can see the indigo is starting to fade. I mean, I can't find much information about these jeans at the moment, but I do know they're a 14.5 ounce 100% cotton Selvedge denim. That's standard. It says they're a slim tapered fit. For me, they're a bit straight, boxy, but they do taper at the knee apparently. I don't know, maybe these old ones are a bit different. But yeah, they are a 14.5 ounce. They feel really soft. There's no kind of slubbiness to them at all. It's really nice, standard kind of denim, but you can see the vertical weave of all of these here. So you can see here, the lines there, that's starting to fade, but this would look, I think these will look really, really good when the fades will start to appear. But yeah, as you can see, crotch area is starting to get like the blue hues there, which is really nice. If we move down a little bit further, just show you here the belt loops. You've got your sewn in belt loop here that's got really faded already down to you know, white, you know, proper, you know, denim color. Tucked under there and stitched, you can see there's a bit of overrun, which they normally do. The stitching is very solid. Like the construction is good. Now keep in mind, this is Flathead before they sort of shut down and then reopened. So Flathead are operating now. I think it was taken over by someone else. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they did shut down for a 2-year period of, you know, putting together flannels and all that kind of stuff. So you'll see this year and end of last year they started coming back with lots and lots of stuff. But these are the old company, I guess. But you can see, yeah, the belt loops sewn in there, quality, solid stitching there, and as I said, fade starting to happen along the backs of the pockets. If I look at the pockets, they are unlined. They're unlined in there. There's no selvage ID or anything like that in there. If we go to the backs of the knees, the legs, no real fade starting to happen really as expected. You can feel that. If I feel that, you can feel the you know, where it's creasing and starting to get some honeycomb and whiskers, but because it hasn't been really worn that much, there's no real fade to speak of. I mean, you may be able to see tiny little bits of fade, but as to be expected, no fade really there. So if we come down to the leg openings, you'll see they have a selvage ID. I mean, it's the same color stitching as the rest of the jean. It's an orange kind of yellowy, and that speaks true to their logo. So their logo, as you'll see, is Flathead in yellow, orange. So it's just the same color as their logo. If I open the leg opening up, just open that up there, you'll see the lovely chain stitching along there. There you go, chain stitching along there. Same color. Now I'll come to the front, and again, you'll see the light hues starting to appear on the front here. You'll see it's starting to fade there. This kind of indigo sort of, I imagine, is a very high fading indigo, because the amount of wear I put on this is very minimal, but the fade in some of these areas is very high. So it's an interesting one. You'll see the pockets here where I put my phone, it's my wallet in this one, starting to get some blue hues here, and same with the phone. You'll see that's quite interesting right there, and down here you're starting to get some kind of interesting fades as well. Double stitch along the pockets. The pockets are lined there. I'll show you the pocket bags in a minute. Incredible. So the watch pocket as well, if I show you in there, he's got the selvage ID, so good detailing there. So it has hidden rivets and button fly. So if I just show you the buttons, again, you've got one large button, then you've got 4 smaller ones. Now the smaller ones just say Flathead & Co. on them, and then the larger one says Flathead & Co. highest, and then 2 stars. So that's quite interesting. If I flip them over, they just all say FH & Co. JP, FH & Co. JP, and they're all looking good there. Right, we come to the pocket bags, and this is what I love. These look incredible. As I said, that color of the Flathead logoing there, you can see that is represented through the stitch of the whole pair of jeans. So there's a thoughtfulness behind the stitching color, but that is really good. These are like cotton pocket bags. They are, it's a really nice, solid pocket bag. On the inside of the rivets, as I said, you've got FH & Co. And yeah, I mean, the pocket bags are in good nick. Obviously I've not worn them, but look at that, straight over flip that over, and look at that indigo transfer. For something I've never really worn, like honestly, I've probably worn these 5 or 6 times, maybe more, I don't know. But that indigo transfer, high indigo transfer, is really, really good. And without messing this up too much, you've got your selvage ID. Obviously comes up and then stitches into the pockets, which is what you'd expect. If we look at the other pocket bag, again, same kind of thing, standard, nothing to kick off about. Indigo transfer there is high, but I love that. I just really love that graphic. If we look at the tag, it says size 34, lot 3002, 100% cotton, and then it just says flathead, and then how to wash it. You know what, guys, that's pretty much it with these jeans. There's not really much to write home about because they've never really been worn. I'll just fold them back over and show you that leather patch. I mean, the leather patch just says flathead, made in Japan since 1996. It says, we are particular about clothes. Lot 3002, waist 34 and leg 36, length 36, flathead company. I think for me, it's obviously the size, and you'll see in the picture, in the video of me wearing these, they're just 2 boxes. I have to wear them with a belt, sorry. They can't be worn without a belt. They just literally fall down. So they're too big. They're too big and they won't shrink. They've been washed, they've been soaked. They're too big. The other thing is this stitch embellishment. I think when I bought these, I was heavily corporate office. I'm not so much now, and they sort of just stood out a bit too much for me. Nowadays I can wear whatever I want. It doesn't matter. So the fit coupled with this kind of stitching is really it's really stood out. So for me, with the corporate environment, I really couldn't wear them too much. People will say I'm an idiot, I shouldn't have bought them, and that's true. I probably shouldn't have bought these. I was just on one of those shopping trips when I was just going crazy, as you've seen with some of the other stuff that I bought from those years. Right there, my jeans from the Flathead. They are the 3002 model. You can still get them today if you're interested in them. You can get them from Rivets and Hide, and Selvedge, I think, have them. So they're still available. I think I'll keep them. I think I'll hold on to them in case one day I put on some weight. I can still wear them around the house if I'm out in the garden or whatever. They're just really baggy. I have to wear a belt with them. I am going to hold on to them, but they're a nice pair of jeans. If you enjoyed that, give me a comment down below. I really enjoy the comments that you've been leaving, having some real good discussions. So thank you guys for that. If you are watching the videos and you haven't subscribed yet, I'd really love it if you could just hit that red button. Helps me bring more content to you guys, and there will be more content getting to the bottom of the barrel with all the old stuff. So there'll be some new stuff coming, but we'll see how we go. Some fade updates coming as well. So thank you very much for that. With that being said, have a great day, and we'll see you in the next one.